In the frosty town of Duckburg, where snowflakes danced in the wintry air and carolers filled the streets with melodies of joy, there lived a wealthy and shrewd duck named Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge was known far and wide for his vast fortune, but his heart was as cold as the winter wind that swept through the cobblestone streets. It was on Christmas Eve that Scrooge, with his beak buried in his account books, heard an unexpected sound outside his office door. Chains clinked, and eerie voices whispered in the air. As he looked up, he was startled to see the ghostly figure of his former business partner, Jacob Marley, draped in chains and lamenting his lifetime of greed. Marley warned Scrooge of the heavy chains he was forging in the afterlife and foretold a similar fate for him if he didn't change his miserly ways. But Marley offered Scrooge a chance at redemption. Free spirits would visit him that night, each with a lesson to teach. As the clock struck 1, the ghost of Christmas past appeared. Scrooge found himself whisked away to his younger days, witnessing scenes of forgotten joy and warmth. He saw himself as a hopeful and carefree duck, surrounded by friends and family who cherished the spirit of Christmas. The clock struck 2, and the ghost of Christmas present materialized. Scrooge observed scenes of merriment and celebration in the homes of his clerk, Bob Cratchit, and his nephew, Donald Duck. Despite their meager resources, they found happiness in each other's company and the simple joys of the season. With a somber toll, the clock announced the arrival of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. Silent and hooded, this spirit led Scrooge to a scene of sorrow, the passing of Tiny Tim, Bob Cratchit's young son. Scrooge was overcome with grief as he realized the impact of his callous actions on the lives of those around him. In a moment of revelation, Scrooge pleaded with the spirit to change his fate. The spirit, with a wave of its hand, transported Scrooge back to his bedroom. Overwhelmed with gratitude for a second chance, Scrooge sprang from his bed on Christmas morning with a heart full of warmth. He rushed into the streets of Duckburg, greeting everyone with a joyous, Merry Christmas. He donated generously to charity, raised Bob Cratchit's salary, and invited his nephew Donald to a festive feast. The people of Duckburg were astonished by the transformation in Scrooge. His heart, once as cold as ice, had thawed, and the spirit of Christmas filled every corner of his life. From that day forward, Scrooge McDuck became known not only for his wealth but for his generosity, kindness, and the joy he brought to the world. And so, in the heart of Duckburg, Christmas was forever celebrated as a time of redemption and the triumph of love over greed.